Hey, friends and purpose partners, if you're wanting to set up your professional domain into Scalability so that when you send out your email marketing, it's coming from your professional email address, this is what this training is going to help you do. So let's dive in. Okay, so if you have your professional domain already set up, what we're going to want to do is come here and just create the dedicated domain. So just hit that button. The beautiful part of Scalability is that it will kind of do all of the behind the scenes stuff for you, but you can manually set this up by going to your domain host and updating your DNS records. Okay, so we want to just add your domain name. So we'll just do the palmsforbrooks.com and we're going to add and verify. So it says it's already pointing to an email server. So if you're currently using this, then this is where we're going to have to create new MX and SPF records. And that's where like a manual process is going to come through. So if you're already using something like Gmail for this example, then we're going to actually create a subdomain with our lead connector. Okay, so I'm going to create my own subdomain. So I'm just going to do the d.palmsprobooks.com. And then it's going to ask me to add and verify. Now, if I have like GoDaddy or Cloudflare, it will probably do it for me. But since I don't, I have to do a subdomain. So I'm going to have to actually add this manually. So it's going to take me to the dedicated domain. If you don't see this, just kind of like go back and then go back and then hit like dedicated domain again, and it should bring this up. So I need to basically verify my domain and I need to like assign all of this. So when I hit verify domain, it's going to bring up all of these things that I actually have to copy into my DNS settings. So I'm originally bought my DNS settings through Squarespace. So I've already logged into Squarespace and now I have to basically add custom records. So I'm going to hit add record and then I'm just going to, there we go. I want to make this page so I can actually see it. Okay, so I want this first one to be, it's going to be TXT. So I'm going to scroll down until I find the TXT. Then I'm going to copy the host name. And then I'm going to copy all of this data over here as well. And then I'm going to hit save. And then I'm just going to do that for each person or each line, and then I'm going to verify it. So, okay, so I have copied all of these over to my DNS record settings. And so now I can come over here and just hit verify domain, and we'll see which ones verify and which ones don't. It may take a few minutes, so I'm gonna come back in like 5 to 10 minutes and recheck it because they're here. So it may take a minute for them to just sync up. So just hit verify a few times until it actually comes up. If it's not verified, it'll tell you. And then also, I just also want to point out, like in Scalability, if you are having issues with this, use the chat help. They're really helpful. They'll create a little video for you. They'll walk you through it. But essentially what you want to do is create your subdomain. If for example, you're doing something that's, you're using like a Gmail, but then you also want an email for your dedicated email marketing instead of Scalability, just create a subdomain. If you don't have any other email tool and like this is going to be your only email tool, then when you actually put in the domain, it'll just verify for you automatically. So it'll connect to your GoDaddy, it'll connect to your Cloudflare, whichever one you're actually doing, and it'll verify that automatically for you, which is awesome. But if you're like using Outlook or Google and you also want to email from the Scalability platform lead connector option, then just create a subdomain. And again, just go and use the chat help. You get 24/7 support with their chat with the Scalability chat help, which is awesome. I've used them multiple times. If I'm like, hey, I'm working on this, like here's what I'm expecting, but it's not quite working the way I thought, they will walk you through it. They'll create videos and send you. So very useful. to use as well. But this essentially is how you would set up your email services so that you have a good reputation, you're going to stay out of spam, and you can continue to just add value to your customers through your email marketing. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you don't have access to Scalability, make sure you grab my link before for 30-day free trial to Scalability, and I will see you next time.